Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I wasn't actually expecting to record today, but guess what? You got to take advantage of that beautiful sun that we got. It's been a cold past 2 days, and guess what? We gonna take advantage, like I just said. So guess what? Today we're gonna be talking about, honestly, why do I like to grow? What got me into growing? And we're gonna grow my favorite fruit, or actually pot my favorite fruit. And this is a pomegranate tree. I got it from Tractor Supply. It was $8.99 US. Oh, and by the way, welcome back to anyone who is new. I am Astral Tiger, trying to get with the YouTube program. Got to introduce myself every time. But what I'm using right here is basically, I believe this is a 10-gallon. Yeah, this is a 10-gallon flower pot. Actually, no, this is a 5-gallon flower pot, and we're honestly just gonna transfer this pomegranate tree into this and put it in a grow tent until spring. But basically, what got me into growing? I can honestly say my first grow experience with anything was with my grandpa when I was a young boy around the age of 8. And he taught me the value of having a garden. And then I remember while tending to his garden in Georgia, I cut myself. And he said, oh, just throw some dirt on the wound, you know. It's crazy how quick I did this so fast. But he said, throw some dirt on the wound. And I did exactly that, you know. It's amazing what the natural world can honestly do for us. As I spoke about in my second video, the connection to the natural world. We got hawks in the background. I like to listen to them. But let this car pass by. But back to the lesson, that at that age, it let me know I feel like I was already kind of born with an understanding of wanting to know how this life and things kind of worked. So a lot of lessons as I grew up actually stuck with me, and I actually applied many lessons to my daily life and try to be as disciplined as possible, try to follow through with goals and commitments and the word. So my first true self gardening, I would say, would be in Florida on my in-laws' property before moving back. And I learned a lot from YouTube. But the learning part from YouTube wasn't the experience. When I started to plant seeds such as corn and drop potatoes in the ground and squash and tomatoes, I observed day by day over time how these forms of life just became. Watching the things that I put into the ground and watered day to day become something. I literally developed my own mantra that when it comes to plants and stuff, they didn't ask you, if you're not gonna take care of them, they didn't ask you to be the one to get them and not take care of them. They're a life form too. So when it comes to seeds, once that seed sprouts and becomes green or whatever color or whatever it's gonna become, you are now responsible for that little life like you are a child. So as of right now, there's no green on this pomegranate. It's young. But when I go take it and put it in my grow tent, because I have other things going to, some boards, some herbal medicinals. I got tomatoes already starting to sprout for this upcoming spring. Instead of letting it sit out here and die during the frost, I'm taking the prerogative and getting my stuff going ahead of time. I learned from last year, when you're trying to homestead or be self-sufficient, you got to plan ahead of time. I love me some pomegranate. Super healthy too. So with that being said, if I want this to fruit, I have to put my own energy into it. And that's the whole purpose of this video. We have to put energy into anything that we want to see grow. Or you can not put energy into something and watch it dissipate. So it's like we have a choice. Even when it comes to our environment, you can either watch the environment and be stagnant and let it deteriorate, or you can become part of that environment and elevate that environment. I mean, being an observer and learning is nothing wrong with that too, but and just go back on top. But yeah, so I'm gonna nurture this plant, water it, and I'm gonna document it with YouTube. I'm gonna show y'all up close of what it looks like now. Look at that. Look all beat down and stuff, but guess what? We're gonna put some beautiful energy into it. I'm gonna love this plant like I love my family and kids. And we gonna see what we produce. It probably won't, I don't, honestly, because I love growing plants, I grab stuff and just grow it. I don't know how long this stuff takes, but hey, I'm not gonna abandon YouTube. So guess what? If it take a couple years from now, I'm like, look, YouTube, look back at that video when I first planted this thing. Cause we gonna be eating some pomegranate at some point in time. But yeah, YouTube, my whole thing with plants is I love life, and this is not for my own enjoyment. It's the process of being able to experience something grow from nothing, or something, a transformation. There's so many perspectives I can say on planting and why I like to plant and so forth. And planting is just one, and growing things is just one aspect of things I like to see growth. I guess I came to this reality to see growth, a beautiful growth. And I'm definitely here to help with that. Like I said, I want this channel to be a positive source. If anybody wants to simply go to the store and get a pot and dirt, find your favorite plant. Let's grow plants together. I definitely would like to know what people are growing. What are people's favorite plants? This is just my favorite fruit, one of my favorite fruits. I don't like to usually have like a spectral pyramid on, or have a favorite of anything. I like to have a balance. So I guess at certain times a pomegranate just hit different than an apple or an orange. So, I have a couple orange trees that I planted last year, and this frost look like they taking a whooping right now. So we're gonna have to go give them a little bit of love. But yeah, YouTube, anything that we do in life and you want it to grow, sprout, and give you fruit, you gotta put some love and energy into it. This is just an example of, I guess, I said I was gonna let y'all know why I love growing plants. Because plants have been here before man. So you can always learn something from a plant, even about self-growth. Sit a while and just watch nature. You will learn so much about yourself, and go within. But yeah, YouTube, Astro Tiger, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a beautiful day. Let's watch this pomegranate sprout.